Once upon a time in the fertile land of Java, there stood a grand kingdom named Prambanan. This kingdom was ruled by a powerful and wise king, Prabhabhaka, renowned for his leadership. However, the kingdom's fame was not only due to its ruler, but also to the unparalleled beauty of his daughter, Roro Jonggrang. Her face shone like the moon, with elegance that captivated anyone who saw her. Her beauty became known throughout the land, drawing the hearts of many princes and nobles from far and wide. In another kingdom, a famous prince named Bandung Bondowoso heard of Roro Jonggrang's beauty. Bandung Bondowoso was not only a brave knight, but he also possessed extraordinary magical powers. He led an army of supernatural jinn who would assist him in any battle. One day, driven by ambition and his magical might, Bandung Bondowoso attacked the kingdom of Prambanan and quickly conquered it. The battle was swift and Prabhabhaka fell, overwhelmed in the one-sided conflict. However, upon seeing Roro Jonggrang for the first time, Bandung Bondowoso's thoughts of war vanished. Her breathtaking beauty made his heart tremble. He fell in love at first sight and immediately decided to ask for her hand in marriage. But to Roro Jonggrang, Bandung Bondowoso was the enemy who had killed her father. Although she could not oppose his magical strength, she refused to marry the man who had taken her father's life. Roro Jonggrang realized that directly rejecting Bandung Bondowoso's proposal was impossible, given his magical powers. So, with cleverness, she set a condition that seemed impossible to fulfill. She asked the prince to build 1,000 temples in a single night. Confident in his abilities, Bandung Bondowoso accepted the challenge. He immediately summoned his jinn army and commanded them to work tirelessly. That night, the jinn began their work, moving with incredible speed, stacking stone after stone, temple after temple. Not a moment was wasted. Within hours, hundreds of temples stood tall upon the ground of Prambanan. Throughout the night, Bandung Bondowoso monitored the progress confidently. The night air was filled with the rumble of stones being assembled. One by one, the temples neared the total of 1,000. In just a few more hours, the seemingly impossible task would be complete. However, as the number of temples grew closer to 1,000, Roro Jonggrang's anxiety deepened. If the temples were completed, she would have no choice but to marry Bandung Bondowoso. Determined to prevent this, she devised a plan to sabotage the effort. She called upon the village girls and, with a cunning strategy, ordered them to pound rice and light fires in their kitchens. The sound of the rice being pounded and the light from the fires gave the illusion that dawn had arrived. Hearing the sounds and seeing the light, the jinn believed that their time was up. They stopped their work and left the site, even though they were just one temple short of completing the task. When Bandung Bondowoso realized that the 1,000th temple had not been finished, he was confused and furious. He quickly understood that Roro Jonggrang had deceived him. Bandung Bondowoso's anger exploded. He approached Roro Jonggrang and with a voice full of rage, he declared, "You have tricked me. Because of your deception, you will complete the 1,000th temple yourself." With his magical powers, Bandung Bondowoso cursed Roro Jonggrang into stone. Her beautiful body turned cold and hard, forever frozen in place, completing the last, unfinished temple. Roro Jonggrang was transformed into a stone statue, which still stands today in the Prambanan temple complex, a reminder of a story filled with deceit and a tragic end to love. The Prambanan temple, also known as the Temple of 1,000, stands as a silent witness to this legendary tale, passed down through generations of Javanese folklore.